You may feel it even before you see it. A subtle pull, a magnetic thread tugging at your awareness, drawing you towards someone you cannot yet name. It is as if the universe itself is breathing in rhythm with your heartbeat, orchestrating moments that feel both inevitable and mysterious. Perhaps you have noticed dreams, visions, or coincidental encounters that awaken a strange anticipation in your chest, a sense that someone somewhere is reaching for you, shaping reality to mirror an unseen desire. This is the whisper of the soul, a quiet recognition that the threads of connection are moving long before conscious minds meet. The longing you feel, the ache for alignment, is not fantasy. It is the psyche attuned to its counterpart, the unconscious guiding life's choreography. Today, we will explore 4 signs that reveal when someone is manifesting you in their life, guided by Carl Jung's insight into synchronicity, shadow, and the invisible currents that pull souls together so that you may perceive the unseen forces shaping your shared paths. Perhaps you have wondered why certain people appear at precisely the right moment, or why your thoughts drift towards someone who has yet to appear in your life. That sense of anticipation, the quiet tug of alignment, has always been part of the language of the soul. By the end of this exploration, you will recognize these subtle markers of manifestation and attune yourself to the energy that brings souls together, understanding how to move fluidly with this invisible dance rather than resisting it. Carl Jung teaches us that these meaningful coincidences, these synchronicities, are the unconscious mind's way of communicating with itself, a symbolic language that reveals connections beyond logic or chance. Manifestation is not simply random, it is the psyche's invisible orchestration, a reflection of alignment between conscious desire and unconscious intent. When another person resonates with your energy, even without conscious effort, the unconscious initiates subtle patterns, preparing the way for meeting, recognition, or co-creation. This is not about predicting outcomes or controlling fate. It is about attuning to the symbolic signals that precede interaction, the threads that weave destiny before awareness catches up. Manifestation is a form of psychic initiation, where timing, resonance, and reflection converge to reveal the underlying order of connection. As we explore these 4 signs, we will see how intuition, synchronicity, mirrored traits, and the sense of inevitability guide us to recognize when someone is actively manifesting you, inviting you to move with awareness into the sacred choreography of shared unfolding. Sign number 1. You experience uncanny synchronicities. The first sign that someone is manifesting you is the repeated appearance of uncanny synchronicities, moments that defy explanation yet feel profoundly meaningful. Perhaps you think of someone and almost immediately they appear in your life. A text message, a chance meeting, a dream that seems to anticipate reality before it unfolds. Jung described these synchronistic events as the language of the unconscious, a dialogue between internal psychic states and the outer world, where meaningful coincidences serve as signals that your inner and outer worlds are aligning. These occurrences are not random, they are subtle nudges from the universe, echoes of energy moving in tandem between 2 souls. It may manifest as overlapping routines, like arriving at the same place at the same moment, or as more profound reflections, such as simultaneous insights, thoughts, or emotions that mirror one another across distance or circumstance. Symbolically, these synchronicities act as threads of gold weaving through the tapestry of your lives, delicate yet undeniable, connecting moments, thoughts, and hearts with invisible precision. When you begin to notice them, you realize that manifestation is not about forcing a connection, but about attuning to a pre-existing current of energy that draws you together. By observing these synchronistic patterns, you develop a heightened awareness of the subtle choreography of life, learning to see how the psyche and the world conspire to bring meaningful connections to the surface. Each coincidence, each repeated nudge carries a message. Someone is reaching toward you, shaping reality in alignment with their inner awareness. These signs are invitations to open your perception, to trust in the unseen architecture of connection, and to acknowledge that the threads of manifestation are already moving long before conscious minds can recognize them. In this way, synchronicities are both markers and guides, illuminating the convergence of energies that quietly, insistently weave the presence of another into your unfolding life. Sign number 2, intuitive recognition and emotional resonance. The second sign that someone is manifesting you is the experience of intuitive recognition and profound emotional resonance, a deep sense of familiarity that feels almost like déjà vu, as if you have always known them even before meeting. It is a knowing in your bones, a subtle recognition that transcends logic or explanation, where your intuition flares and ordinary events take on extraordinary significance. Jung's work reminds us that the psyche perceives patterns beyond conscious awareness, and when another person is actively manifesting you, your unconscious mind senses the resonance of their presence before your conscious mind can articulate it. This can appear in dreams where their energy is present, in fleeting images that linger upon waking, or in moments of inexplicable longing that tug quietly at your heart. Emotionally, encounters with seemingly coincidental events carry weight, a vibration that signals the alignment of unseen currents between you. You may notice an inner pull, a magnetic thread tugging at your awareness, drawing you towards someone whose essence mirrors or complements your own. This resonance is not merely wishful thinking. It is a psychic signal, a whisper from the soul that energies are converging and a connection is taking shape. The emotional charge you feel is a reflection of alignment, an invitation to notice, honor, and trust the subtle movements of manifestation. It is the inner knowing that guides attention, awareness, and presence, allowing you to sense before seeing, to feel before the world confirms. As you attune to this resonance, the signs become clearer. A thought crosses your mind, a feeling arises without explanation, a pattern repeats itself, and in these moments, the invisible threads connecting you and another person become palpable. Intuitive recognition is the soul's early map, a quiet guide showing the path of alignment before it fully manifests in the external world, offering both awareness and gentle preparation for the unfolding encounter that your consciousness has yet to meet. Sign number 3, they reflect unacknowledged aspects of yourself. The third sign that someone is manifesting you is the way they reflect unacknowledged aspects of yourself, acting as a mirror for traits, strengths, and shadows that have yet to be fully integrated. Jung described this as projection, the unconscious act of attributing parts of oneself to another, and when someone is manifesting you, the qualities they exhibit often reveal your own inner landscape. They may embody strengths you aspire to claim, challenge you in ways that expose areas of growth, or illuminate desires and longings that you have yet to embrace. This reflection is not mere coincidence. It is the psyche orchestrating encounters that catalyze individuation, the sacred process of becoming whole. The emotions they evoke, whether awe, discomfort, longing, or admiration, are signposts, guiding you to recognize the parts of yourself that are stirring beneath the surface. In this way, manifestation is as much about internal alignment as it is about external connection. The universe arranges these interactions to mirror and amplify what lies dormant within you, inviting you to claim it consciously. Pay attention to the recurring patterns of feeling they trigger, the thoughts that surface in their presence, and the insights that arrive unexpectedly. These reflections may illuminate shadows you have resisted, gifts you have underestimated, or potentials you have overlooked. By observing how they evoke both admiration and tension, you can perceive the subtle choreography of your inner and outer worlds converging. The person manifesting you acts as a catalyst, revealing the hidden dimensions of your psyche and creating the conditions for deeper self-awareness. When you notice that someone consistently mirrors unacknowledged aspects of yourself, you are witnessing a profound alignment at the level of the unconscious, a sign that manifestation is unfolding in a meaningful, transformative way. This mirror is both a reflection and an invitation, a call to integrate, to become more fully who you are, and to recognize that the threads of connection are guiding you toward wholeness, even before conscious awareness fully grasps the depth of the encounter. Sign number 4. The timing feels inevitable. The fourth sign that someone is manifesting you is the unmistakable feeling of inevitability, a sense that when your paths cross, it is not a matter of chance, but of precise alignment, as if the universe itself is bending to bring your energies together. Events, decisions, and encounters seem orchestrated in ways that surpass logic, where the timing of meetings, conversations, and shared moments carries a weight that feels predestined. Jungian psychology teaches that this sense emerges when conscious intention and unconscious forces converge, creating patterns that guide manifestation toward fulfillment. You may notice repeated alignments in your daily life, circumstances that unexpectedly synchronize, choices that suddenly open doors, or chance encounters that feel laden with significance. Each of these moments acts as a subtle confirmation that the connection is actively forming, that the energy between you and the other person is weaving itself into reality according to deeper psychic currents. This inevitability is not about coercion or forcing outcomes. Rather, it is the quiet rhythm of life moving in concert with intention and resonance. When you begin to see how events converge, you understand that manifestation is a dance between will, awareness, and the invisible forces that shape timing. The feeling of inevitability is both a reassurance and a signal to remain attentive, for the universe often works through synchronistic patterns that your mind might otherwise overlook. As you attune to this sense, you recognize that the connection is not merely possible, it is unfolding with a certainty that transcends random chance. Moments of alignment, perfect timing, and seamless convergence are all indicators that the process is active and meaningful. In noticing this inevitability, you begin to trust the unfolding, understanding that manifestation is guided by the harmonious interplay of conscious desire, unconscious alignment, and the symbolic architecture of life itself. This sign confirms that the meeting, the interaction, or the relationship is not coincidental, but the product of deeper forces orchestrating the convergence of two souls in a way that feels both natural and inescapable, a testament to the unseen threads guiding your shared destiny. To recognize manifestation is to awaken to the subtle choreography of the soul. Begin by noticing the synchronicities in your life, listening to your intuitive knowing, reflecting on what others mirror within you, and observing the patterns that feel inevitable. This is an invitation to move with awareness, not attachment. Integration occurs when you honor the psychic signals without forcing outcomes, trusting that alignment will reveal itself naturally. As you cultivate this awareness, you step into conscious co-creation, moving fluidly with the energies converging around you, embodying receptivity, discernment, and clarity in all interactions. You learn to witness the currents of connection with presence and curiosity, allowing each sign to guide you toward deeper understanding of both yourself and the unfolding relationships around you. Someone manifesting you is both a mirror and a messenger, revealing the invisible threads that connect consciousness across space and time. Jung reminds us that the unconscious speaks through synchronicity, resonance, and reflection. By attuning to these subtle signs, you are invited to recognize the alignment of souls before the mind can name it, to move with intuition, and to honor the symbolic dance unfolding around you. Trust the guidance of your inner compass. Notice the reflections in others and embrace the unfolding of connection as a sacred process. In doing so, you open yourself to co-creation with life itself, stepping into the dance of consciousness with grace, awareness, and the quiet knowing that each encounter carries meaning beyond the surface. This is Echoes of Psyche, where we explore the invisible currents of the soul, the dialogue of consciousness, and the wisdom hidden within the mysteries of human alignment.